See if that worked. Ah, something's happening now. Ah, good. Hello guys, I'm so sorry. I just did a whole reading for MewGulf and it was not live. Because of I've had to restart with my system, and well, I had to manually connect between YouTube and OBS. It didn't automatically start streaming, so I'm really sorry about that. I will upload, because I was recording, so I will upload the reading for MewGulf as soon as I can. In the meantime, I'm up to reading for the other two, for the business partners now. So, hi Kelly. I'm so sorry, guys. I know that you usually follow me for the other two's reading, but I did it without realizing what was going on. So I just did a whole reading since the usual start time, 3 to 6. I've been doing MewGulf, and it was quite a complicated reading, actually. You know, cards all over the table. So I will definitely share that with you. But now we're going to move on with the business partners, because, you know, I don't have enough time to redo a thing for MewGulf. And I have it, as I said, it's recorded, so don't worry about it. I will share that with you still. All right, so here we have for the business partners. Now, the biggest question of all, I suppose, on everybody's mind right now is why the postponement of 2 years. So I want to try and cover that today. Also, the idea that the Feng Shui master is not agreeing with the architect with their house design and everything. To me alone, that kind of means like that's an omen right there that the living together should not even happen. But you know, of course, shippers are holding on to the hope that, oh, it doesn't matter if they don't get married this year, they're all happy together and everything, because the story is still being told that way. And in the reading I just did, I got a lot of deception. Well, let me just say, we got the Seven of Swords twice, we got the Devil, we got the Fox came out with clarifications. We got a lot of cards to point towards the thing between Mew and Tool being completely, you know, not as it seems. And yeah, Mew just sort of... The interesting thing about Mew's reading was he got 4 of Cups, meaning out of sight, out of mind. But the thing he has out of sight, out of mind is the marriage. The Hierophant came out. So it's like out of sight, out of mind for 2 years. Mew is postponing even the idea of getting married, apparently. Which doesn't really agree with what he was saying about, you know, they're thinking, you know, more retirement and everything now. Doesn't really agree with that. Because even if you were thinking, if you were putting the marriage off, you would still be thinking about your married life if you were doing all that. So, yeah. I don't think it agrees, but anyway. And then we, funnily enough, in Golf's reading, we had a 4 of Cups as well, but I wasn't sure if it was for Golf or if Golf was thinking it was about someone else. It will all make sense when you see that reading anyway. I won't do any more. Let's just get on with this reading and make sense of things. So, monthly check-in for the business partners. Let's start with Mew. Oh, I can put the... Hang on. I can put the highlight back on now, because I've got some real things to show now. Alright. So, also, obviously, it's a new setup, and that was I explained all that in the other video, so I'll just leave that. You can just catch up with that on the next video. Alright, so starting with Mew, how is Mew Superset currently feeling towards Tulpacorn right now? Postponing the wedding, the supposed wedding, for 2 years. Was this really because of what they said about the wanting to focus on building a financially stable future, retirement, etc.? Is that, and building a house, is that the real reason why the postponement for 2 years? Is it really as they say? Or is this really just a way to stall time for Mew to continue to try and make this decision of how he's going to possibly create a plot twist in his life? What is Mew Superset thinking towards Tulpacorn right now in this time of June? Please, Intuit. How is Mew Superset currently feeling towards Tulpacorn? Is he still in love with him? Is he still hoping to get married to him one day? Or is that completely out of sight, out of mind, as it said in the other reading? Hang on, there's only 2 cards there. Let me get another one. Just one more, please, Intuit. How is Mew Superset currently feeling towards Tulpacorn, please? Whoa, that was a flip. Just one. Alright, well, we have King of Wands, first one to be revealed. King of Wands is connected to Scorpio and Sagittarius. In fact, that's Gulf. That's Gulf right there. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright, so Gulf is involved. Alright, and then these 2 cards. Let's see what they are. 3 of Coins again. Now I say again because in my last reading we got 3 of Coins in reverse for both Mew and Gulf. But it was all regarding the third party. The 3 of Coins in reverse, let me just say, is third party friction, uncommitted, doing it alone, not learning from past mistakes, and lack of interest. Now it's coming out upright here with collaborate, active listening, synergy, co-manage, and team. But Gulf. So, alright. And then this card, King of Coins. Which the King of Coins is Virgo. Oh my goodness. So this is again like Mew has both in mind. We have Tul on this side and Gulf on this side. He still wants to work and collaborate with both in some way. Is this what it was talking about with Mew not learning his lesson yet? Perhaps. That's interesting. All right. Yeah, okay. I feel like this is it. Once again, Mew is weighing up, and this was in his other reading too about juggling. So he's got Tul in one hand and Gulf in the other. Doesn't want to let go of either. All right, let's get some more cards. Oh, hang on. Oh, was that the Ace of? Yes, it was. The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords came out in the other reading as well. The Ace of Swords, which is the truth. The truth about Gulf, the truth about Tul. He wants to collaborate about it. He wants to come to an agreement about it, of how they can just clear the air about it all, I suppose. All right, and, oh, hang on, did you? No. All right, and then another card. How else is Mew Superset feeling towards Tulpacorn right now? Interesting that Gulf came up first, though. Because in the other reading it was all about Tul. Not good, though. It was negative things about Tul, but speak of the devil. Oh my goodness. And okay, so we have the Hermit and Seven of Swords here. So that's basically a Virgo. That's Tool, and Seven of Swords being sneaky, lying, mask, cheating, strategic, self-interest, getting away with something as well. This all agrees with the reading I just did for MewGulf. So, okay. So yeah, this really paints the picture that what is me thinking about Tool right now? He wants the truth to come out about the Virgo. You know, the deceptive relationship he's had with Tool. He wants the truth to come out about that. He wants to collaborate with Gulf again. Sorry, this is Gulf. Collaborate with Gulf again. And possibly, you know, work something out with Tool as well. I think this is how it works. He wants to continue business with Tool, but go back to Gulf. You know, have his life back with Gulf. Have the truth come out about his relationship with Tool being a lie, basically, being deceptive, being all for business, etc. Yeah. Or, if I were to try and spin it round the other way, he wants to stay with Tool, but also have the chance to work with Gulf again. Have the truth come out about him only being, you know, working with Gulf. And I get caught trying to spin it the other way for you because it doesn't make sense. Working with Gulf again, and then keep sneaking around with Tool, keep being strategic about revealing things with Tool. I don't know. Just doesn't make as much sense that way. The most sense it makes is the first way, which is that he wants to keep working as business partners with Tool. He wants to return to his life with Gulf and reveal the truth about the relationship they've had. Being a mask, being, you know, deceptive, being all for business, etc. Yeah. It's really the only way I see it right now. Alright. Now for the clarifiers. And get Aquarius back out. Whoops. I didn't see it. I just pulled an extra card. Just trying to get those meaning cards out the way. Alright. Yep. Okay. So, hello there, Aquarius, for the second time today. Can you please tell us why Mew Supersit pulled the King of Coins for how he is currently feeling towards Tuppercore? Is this representing Tool, this card, King of Coins? Which I didn't even read the meaning of, did I? Oh, hang on a minute, guys. Hang on a minute. I'm getting a bit excited here. Let me just go over the cards first. Okay, properties. Let's go King of Coins first. Come on. That's it. King of Coins, Virgo card, as I said. Wealth, business, leadership, security, discipline, abundance, prosperity, and generosity. So, yeah, definitely he wants to stick with Tool for the material side of things. But funnily enough, in the reading I just did of MewGulf, Mew was trying to let go of material things. It was like he wanted his life to be more simple, more uncluttered, more meaningful. So, interesting. Interesting that. Anyway, I think I'll do a card at a time. I'll do a card at a time. So, King of Coins. Let's get a clarification for the King of Coins now while that's up on screen. So, how is Mew Superset currently feeling towards Tulpacorn with this King of Coins? We had a flip there. Did you see that, guys? How that just flipped out there? Eight of Pearls. Ah, which is Eight of Coins. We had that. Golf had that in his reading, which was actually, it'll make sense when you see it. It was sort of about Tul, is how I read it. So, because Eight of Coins is a Virgo card as well. Let me get that up. Eight of Coins. On the card here, it says mastery, resourcefulness, and gifted. And on here, diligence, passion, high standards, apprenticeship, mastery, skill development, repetitive tasks. Now, in the other reading that we got this card, it was about Tul was sort of had self-interest. He was interested in continuing to make money for himself. If you look at this card, this man is carving his own money, his own coin. He's far away from the town. He's sort of isolated, just thinking, focused on making money for himself. Sort of comes across like that. Also repetitive tasks, learning through repeating something. We also tapped into that could be Tul continuing the current situation with Mew, like trying to push the situation to continue longer than maybe it should. Could be that as well. So, yeah, but for what I'm seeing here with the King of Coins, I think maybe, like I said, he wants to continue doing business with Tul. So, Mew's mind, in Mew's mind, what he's thinking about with Tul is that he wants to continue being business partners with Tul. He wants to continue making money with Tul. That's what I'm getting here. He wants to hold on to that financial security, that stable financial situation with the King of Coins there, the wealth and everything, by continuing to be associated with Tul through business. That's what I'm getting there. Also, Three of Coins, collaborating. So working with someone. That also sort of links with that. Alright, and then how about this Three of Coins? Can I get more clarification about what this Three of Coins is about, please, Aquarius? This Three of Coins is upright, because we got it reversed twice in the last reading. This Three of Coins upright is about me wanting to continue to work with Tul as a business partner, and possibly also to start working with Golf again. Is that right? Ten of Wands. Ooh. Excuse me. Ten of Wands. Burdened, concerned, uncertainty. Oh. Okay. So he's not sure about continuing to work with Tul then. And he may also not be sure about working with Golf again. When it comes to, like, you know, working. Collaborating, as in public collaboration. Working on a project together, etc. He's not sure about that. Okay, Ten of Wands. Let's have a look. Ten of Wands. Oh, let me get Three of Coins up for you first. Three of Coins, upright. Teamwork, collaboration, learning, implementation, building something. Or even building something. It could be he's not sure about building that house anymore because, as I said, a Feng Shui master and an architect arguing is not a good omen at all. Not a good omen at all. So that could be what that is about too. But teamwork could also be, you know, not sure about working with Tul, continuing to work with Tul, or not sure about starting to work with Golf again, possibly. Ten of Wands, wasn't it? Ten of Wands. Burden, extra responsibility, hard work, completion. So it could also be he's not sure if he wants to continue working with Tool, but he's also feeling like it's too hard. This has come out a lot, hasn't it? Mew is still putting his possible reunion of any sort with Golf in the too hard basket. That's what it feels like. What about this King of Wands, Aquarius? Tell me about this King of Wands. This King of Wands really is Golf. Oh, I've got a card there, guys. See that? Let it drop. It's really about Golf, so what else can you tell me about this card? The Fool. A new start. Having a new start with Golf. He's not sure. It's still in the too hard basket. Having a new start with Golf. Right there. Leap of faith, impulse, and the beginning. And of course the Fool is all about a new beginning. Let me get King of Wands first. The King of Wands, why I say it's Golf is because Scorpio and Sagittarius, both signs of Golf. Natural leader, visionary, entrepreneur, big picture, overcoming challenges, mature and career focused. If it's not about Golf in that way, if the card is more about what he's thinking about Tool, it could also be that this could be going towards the idea, because this goes along with what I read in the last reading just earlier. Mew's thinking about, his dream to have kids and settle down with a family, does not agree with what Tool wants. Tool is all about entrepreneurship and continuing, birthing business after business, and he's a businessman through and through, and perhaps Mew is, sort of waking up to that and sort of unsure about continuing this, whatever it is with him, because of that, because his focus is purely, on work and career. And he's not sure about this new start with this businessman now. Truth about him, deceiving him about having children, perhaps, is what this line is about here. But it just, if that is, even if that is what this card is about, it still sort of links to Golf, because Golf is the one who has the same goal as Mew regarding having a family with a white picketed fence somewhere in the mountains, that kind of perfect Ten of Cups life that we just got before. That's him with Golf, not with Tool. So it still kind of links there, even if you do think of it that way. But it could also be, like I said, the new start with Golf is just in the too hard basket right now. Still. Alright, and then what about this Ace of Swords over here? Oh, hang on, I didn't do the Fool card. Silly me. Let me do the Fool card first. So the Fool, new beginnings, possibilities, innocence, spontaneous, optimism, trust in life, blind faith, adventure, opportunity, and pleasure. So yeah, all wrapped up into one. It's about having a new start with someone, whether that be Golf or Tool. I think it's Golf because of this card. But it could also be, about having that new start with Tool, and he's sort of starting to see that it's not possible, or it's not as good as what he might have pictured it at one stage if he really was planning to have that sort of relationship with Tool. He's starting to see that Tool is all about business, not really about family, and that perhaps their future look in life is not as aligned as he thought, no matter what they say. Right? Alright, and then this Ace of Swords. What's this Ace of Swords about? So truth needs to come out about something. The Three of Swords. Look at that, guys. Three of Swords. Now, if you're familiar with tarot, Three of Swords, you know exactly what that means before I say anything. Three of Swords means breakup. Three of Swords means heartbreak. Three of Swords means sometimes third-party influence, but most of the time it's about divorce, breakup, etc. And that coming out, the truth coming out about that regarding, if you go on, a Hermit, Virgo, and Seven of Swords. Right? Making sense? Okay. Anyway, this card says heartbreak, misfortune, and anguish. Three of Swords. So let's get the Ace of Swords up first. Ace of Swords is like the relentless truth. Truth and clarity, sharp-mindedness. Mental clarity, breakthroughs, new ideas, success, sharp mind, new conflict, and surgery. So, yeah, the truth. The truth about the relationship between him and Tull is going to come out. It's going to come out about the truth being that Three of Swords, they're not together. Right? Okay. And then let me get Three of Swords up now so you can see exactly what I'm saying. Three of Swords, even this picture, look at this. Three swords through the heart. Ouch. Ouch is what you feel when you see this card. You're like, oh, how painful. Anyway, it's a Libra card as well, which is also, you know, Virgo and Libra, that's Tull. Heartbreak, suffering, grief, emotional pain, sorrow, hurt, divorce, loss, depression. I love it when the cards do most of the talking and I don't even have to. The last reading that I did for MewGulf was totally the opposite. Like I was having to sit here and contemplate exactly what the cards were saying. Here, it's sort of doing the talking for me, so I'm grateful for that. All right, so what about this Hermit card? This Hermit card Tull? Is this Mew thinking about his breakup, his inevitable breakup with Tull, or the truth coming out about him breaking up with Tull? Is that what this Hermit card is about, or is this Hermit card more about him going within and possibly having a spiritual awakening about being deceived, even? Four of Swords. Relaxation, recovery, revival. We had Four of Swords a lot in the other readings too. So it came across to me in the other readings as he was taking a breather from Tull, or taking a breather from the relationship with Tull. It sort of feels that way now here too, that, you know, he's trying to, retreat. He's trying to retreat from Tull. But in the other reading, as you will see, Tull is sort of relentlessly holding on. Like he's a shameless flirt and he's going to keep, you know, seeking after his own self-interest, trying to keep things going. He's not going to let go that easy, but there is hope and sign that he will let go eventually, and he'll just wake up one day and be like, enough of this, you know, I want my life back. I don't really want this relationship with Mew after all. Just let it go. The truth is it was all business and that's it. One can hope, right? Anyway, yeah, the Hermit and Four of Swords. So it could be retreating from Tull, having a break from Tull, right? Anyway, I'll bring that up. So let's go the Hermit first. Soul-searching, introspection, contemplation, wisdom, truth-seeking, being alone, independence, inner guidance, meditation, and consciousness. Truth-seeking. It could also be Mew is looking for the truth regarding what Tul is actually up to, or what the truth is between him and Tul. You know, what's the true feelings there that have been hidden from each other for all this time. Possibly it could also be that. All right, and then Four of Swords. Rest, relaxation, meditation, contemplation, recuperation, retreat, renewal, and solitude. So this is why we said retreat. It could be retreating from Tul, looking for rest, wanting a break, wanting to just, you know, enough. Leave me alone. Let me contemplate, you know, the hermit here. Let me go within and sort myself out first. Let me decide how I really, truly feel about all this. And that could be why the marriage has been postponed for 2 years. Because remember, this was all about the question. What was the true reason why the wedding has been postponed for 2 years? All right. Let's move on to the Seven of Swords. So I'll pull the Seven of Swords up first, actually. Let me pull the Seven of Swords up first. So the Seven of Swords, betrayal, deception, getting away with something, acting strategically, and trickery. Now let's get a clarifier for that. So what's this Seven of Swords about? Is this Mew thinking that Tul has been deceiving him? Or is this him finding out that he's been deceived? Or is this Mew still choosing to, you know, remain strategic of how he reveals things, perhaps? The Lovers. Wow. Look at that. These two cards. So on that card it's betrayal, deception, getting away with something, acting strategically, and trickery. And then on this card it's cowardly, false pretenses, carrying things away, sneaky, betrayal, getting away with something, self-interest, strategic, cheating, lying, mask. And now we have the Lovers for that card. The Lovers. Now the Lovers doesn't have to be the Lovers. It can just be any relationship. But that coming out for this card, I think it is talking about the Lovers. It's basically saying that that was all a lie. Hang on, where are we? The Lovers. By the way, I'm sorry about the nudity and everything. I have to find my other cards that I made. It got all mixed up in the mix-up with my systems. I won't explain now. It's just something happened and I had to start again. We'll just say that. So the Lovers card, love, harmony, relationships, union, partnerships, sexuality, passion, values, alignment, deep love, a choice, the strength of two together. So that was all deception, lies, a mask, strategic, getting away with something, false pretenses. This all brings up the Gemini again as well, which I mentioned in the other reading too, the Gemini. So out of alignment. That's something we've said Mew has been for a long time now. He's been out of alignment. Possibly sneaky or getting away with something. Perhaps a Gemini has always been in the picture on the other side, third party. And Mew is finding that out now, perhaps. Or, you know, true feelings. True feelings about how he truly feels about a Gemini compared to how he feels about him, or, you know, some other way. True feelings that have been hidden about lack of feeling between them, between Mew and Tul, I mean, possibly. Whatever it is, there's really no way to sugarcoat this. This is, straight out saying, no, them being lovers is total rubbish. It's just lying, mask, just strategic could be saying like it's a business tactic. We've said that for a while, that it could just all be a business tactic. But yeah, just him postponing the wedding for 2 years now, and this came out for that question. This is now saying like, well, no, actually, lovers, there never was going to be a wedding. There never really was going to be a wedding because they weren't real lovers. It was all just business tactic. It's, publicity stunt with that proposal, that just one thing led to another. Possibly even a publicity stunt with, their first interview with bizarre interview that started everything. Yeah. Yep, okay. All right. That's pretty much. You'll see the other video and you'll know why I'm just so overwhelmed with how this reading is going, because the other reading was cards all over the place, and wow, like this is just so straightforward compared to that reading. Anyway, let's get some clarifiers of the little deck. Oh, hang on. You've been saying a bit there, Fabian. Let me have a look here before I go on. Fabian, hi. The wedding is on roof. Mew has a strawberry patch. Look up what strawberries mean in Thailand. In his backyard, he publicly stated that they postponed the wedding for 2 years. Not 1, but 2 years. That's right, yes. One person in the comments on a video about the subject said that he doubted this marriage would happen since money is not a problem for either family, especially Tull's family. Absolutely. They're saying that, a wedding costs a lot of money. Tull's family is millionaire. Wow, like really? Like Tull is so stingy and his family is so stingy at that, it would mean that they're not even going to help support to pay for a wedding? That's ridiculous, isn't it? And the excuse is that they are spending too much money on building the house. Paying a lot of money to what's supposed to be two professionals to argue about the design of a house. Like I said, the Feng Shui master having any problem with the house at all to begin with is just a red flag in anybody's language, really, who believes in Feng Shui. That house is never going to be at peace. That house is never going to have serenity if you keep going with this plan of living together in that house. You're just not going to, you're not going to have a Ten of Cups life, I tell you. That's just, ugh. Of course, Mew could be making all this up. He's got a vivid imagination, as we all know. So he could be making all this stuff up. Anyway. Alright. So I'm up to date with you guys now. Okay, so what about Little Deck? Can you please tell me what this King of Coins and Eight of Pearls is about? Is this talking about Tull and Mew wanting to stay in some sort of a business partnership with Tull no matter what? Is that what these cards are talking about? Or is it more about not being sure about it? I said that just as I saw the stork. The stork here and the cloud. So, unsure about future. Unsure about future. Look, see? Possibly moving on, but being unsure about how to. Or just completely, not seeing. Like, the horizons, the future plans are not clear at all. There's clouds. They're just not sure. Not sure where this business partnership is going, is what I'm getting here with those cards. All right. And then what about this Three of Coins with Ten of Wands? So we said it could possibly mean that it's he's putting it in the too hard basket to reunite with golf, or in the too hard basket to try and move on from Tool. Ship. Ship. 10 of Wands, 3 of Coins. If this is about collaborating or working again with golf, the ship could be representing the fact that they both go overseas a lot, so their schedules just may not be agreeing with each other right now because one or the other is always overseas. One's free when the other goes overseas, sort of like that. If this is more about working with Tool, continuing a business relationship of some kind, then it could be perhaps he's thinking, if this is about going back to golf in the future, let's just say for a second, and he's thinking he can still sort of have Tool on the side with their business, etc. Perhaps he's thinking about the travel vlogs being too hard, because that would be spending a lot of time away from golf and just a lot of uncertainty, possibly a lot of insecurity about being maybe with his travel buddy again like that, after all the distrust going on. Maybe he's not sure he wants to keep traveling. Maybe traveling so much for the sake of a vlog has just been too hard for Mew. Because if you can recall, like when he did traveling amongst doing a fan meeting in Brazil, for example, how tired he was, how, he was pretty much rushed overseas to do all this stuff in one day. Like, yeah, maybe it's too much for him to do both. Have a career and do the travel vlog, traveling all over the world. Maybe he feels like he would have to retire first, or semi-retire, to be able to continue doing the travel vlogs, something like that. But yeah, it could be either way. It could even be a bit of both. It could be, like I said, the schedule does not agree with him and golf working together, and his schedule does not agree with doing any sort of like travel vlog with Tool either. Something like that. Alright, and then what about this King of Wands with the Fool? Is this talking primarily about golf, having a new start with golf, working again with golf, possibly returning to golf in his personal life? I didn't see that card, so the one that fell out I'm going to take. Hang on. Oh, what is this card? It's freezing here, by the way. Bouquet. Right, bouquet. More or less wanting to be happy with golf again, then, if this is about golf, wanting to be happy with golf again. Have a new start with golf. Be on good terms with golf. Have a happy life with golf. Possibly, if you look at this as being like giving a gift, maybe Mew wants to give golf the gift of closure by, ending all this misunderstanding, clearing the air, and, becoming friends again in public, or if more than that, finally revealing, the true status between them, possibly even. Alright, and then what about the Ace of Swords and the Three of Swords here? So is this about the truth coming out, about breaking up with man? So, let me just say this. If it was anything to do with golf, I would expect the woman to come out for that. If you've been watching my lives, you know why I say that. With man coming out, this could be Mew, or it could be Tool. I think it's Tool. Considering all the cards coming next. I think it's Tool. So the truth coming out about his breakup, about their breakup. because this is, again, I'll return to this is about how Mew is currently feeling towards Tool, but also covering why the 2-year postponement of the wedding. Well, truth about a breakup, truth about a separation, truth about a heartbreak, truth about a misfortune, truth about something to do with a man. And I'd say that's Tool. But let me pull another card, because man is never really enough. So can I get another clarifier for about this man? I got man in the other reading too, actually. I got man in the other reading too. Here we go. Public. Garden. So to me, this is like a public announcement about the truth about a breakup, or just a public announcement that there was a breakup, or there is going to be a breakup, is what that's telling me. So, yes, still points to Tool in my opinion. Anyway, alright, what about this, the Hermit and the Four of Swords? Is this talking about Mew wanting to take a breather, a break from Tool? If he's not breaking up with him, does he just want to go deep within and look at his feelings again? Or is this about him retreating from Tool after a breakup? What's this, the Hermit and Four of Swords about? Tower. I'd say that's retreating to self, like Rapunzel in a tower. Isolation in the hermit mode. Yeah, isolating oneself in the hermit mode after a breakup. After the public announcement is made of a breakup. Isolating oneself, going hermit mode. I suppose the Three of Swords could even represent the announcement of putting the wedding off for 2 years, but if that were the case, then, well, that's just confirming that the wedding's not happening, that it is a lie. No, I get more that there's still something. I think I said it either earlier in this video or the last video. I said in the next 6 months, something is going to change, like a plot twist in Mew's life. Something is going to come up, change, such as I said, with my grand tableau that I haven't shown you guys yet. Tool came up as the messenger, as the rider. Man here, public, Three of Swords. I feel like it's all going back to that Tool is suddenly just going to wake up one day and be like, enough, I don't want this anymore, I want my life back. Let's stop this illusion and just tell them, there's nothing going on, it's not happening. We've already parted ways. We're still remaining friends, if they are, or we're still remaining business partners. Please respect our choices. It just didn't work. And that's it. And then Mew would sort of isolate himself and, get his act together and start thinking, what are his true feelings, etc., before jumping right back into a new start with someone else. Right? Hello there, 100 DSBK. Sorry, DBSK. Since they pushed the wedding 2 years, I just don't think there's going to be a public announcement about a breakup. They're going to prolong it. Yeah, well, that's the other thing. Saying it's going to be 2 years before the wedding, there could also be the possibility that they're just holding on to the hope that the population, well, not the population, but the ship dies out. That the shippers who are holding on to things with them is just going to die out when they stop sharing stuff. But if that were the case, I don't understand why they would keep their hopes up. You know what I mean? Like, if they're hoping for everything to just die out, to just fade into the background and slowly, just sort of like what happened with MewGulf, I suppose, in the public's eye. Why would you keep giving the hope that it's going to happen then? Why would you say that the wedding is postponed for 2 years instead of just not talking at all? You know what I mean? Like just saying, yeah, we don't want to say anything more to the public. It's our business, something like that. He'd get away with that because his fans would be like, yeah, you tell them, Mew, you tell them. It's your business, none of theirs. Stay out of it, sort of like that. He'd still be supported. So there are better ways they could have done it if what they want to do is just fade out. But that's my opinion. Anyway, so where are we? So the Seven of Swords and the Lovers. Now this one I'm really interested in. What's this Seven of Swords and the Lovers card about? So basically any possible relationship between Mew and Tool, between Mew and Tool, has really been a lie or been deceptive or been full of deception, been strategic, been them getting away with something. Since this is about how Mew is feeling towards Tool, perhaps about Tool getting away with something, feeling betrayed, false pretenses. Whoa. Where'd that go? That card felt like it sort of disappeared then. Let it go. Wait. I'm going to fall over in a minute. Where did that card go? Oh boy. Where did it go? Sorry guys. Let me have a good look. Oh boy. This is where having a cluttered life comes back to haunt me. No cards fell there, right? Where did they go? Oh, careful. Didn't fall down there, did it? This is crazy, guys. I don't think I'm going to find it. Cards just went flying. I've got too much stuff under my table here to know where it all went. Definitely didn't land on the table, did it? No. Oh boy. Did it go down in there? No. Whoops. Sorry, Scorpio. Guys, I'm taking too much time doing this. Alright, I think I'm gonna just have to give up on that. I have no idea what those cards were that went flying. I'm gonna have to just have a really good search later and tell you guys later what those cards were. In the meantime... what? This was all about this one, wasn't it? Oh my gosh, it's the one we really wanted. You know what I'm feeling? I'm feeling like that happened because it can't be revealed. It can't be revealed right now. Damn. Alright. I will tell you guys when I find it, I promise. When I find out where those cards went flying to. Oh, sorry. I will definitely let you guys know. But until... Oh, actually, you know what I can do? Let me do it. Alright. Cross, fish, moon, bed, lip, stars, lily, rider, fox, bear, child, crossroads, house, ring, letter, clover, sun, fern tree, scythe. Well, it wasn't a woman. Heart, mountain, dog, book, spirit, mouse, bird. Now I'm beginning to wonder if I even did. Did I see cards flying? I don't know. Let me just do this. I'm gonna have to do this because otherwise I'm just not gonna rest. Put it in order. Sorry guys, bear with me a minute. Come on, where are you? Spanner. There you are, spirit. Actually, I should just look at the numbers, shouldn't I? That'd be easier. There's cross down there somewhere. There's cross. Anchor. Doing this as quick as I can, guys. Sorry. 30, 34, 33, 32, 31. Mm-hmm. 30. 29, 28's there. Did we have book? Book was here, wasn't it? Maybe that's the one that went flying then. Book went flying, did it?
Okay, I'll go away. Tell you what, I'll walk away and you don't follow me, yeah? Don't follow me. Have a great life.
25.
Walk away, I'm gone.
24.
Dude, don't come
3.
Dude, you horrible man.
2, 21.
Dude, don't come close to
He's
me.
already there. Come on, guys. 19's already done. 18. Dog. Where's the dog gone?
I told you.
There's dog.
Get the fuck away from me.
17 is stalk. 16 star.
Get the fuck away from me.
15, 14,
Get away from me.
13. I'm beginning to think I've got so many cards here. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 is clouds, 5, 4. Oh no, there's book. We had book. What am I? 4 is house, 3 is ship. So was there any missing? Oh boy. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. There's no cards missing! Ah! What on earth happened there? Oh my goodness! Alright. Oh goodness me. Alright, so book was definitely there, wasn't it? Or was that a different reading? King of Coins, 8 of Pearls. No, that was a different reading, wasn't it? Getting mixed up. Oh, all that. Alright, so there were no cards. Alright, so now these are all in order and I have to... scruff them all up again. Oh my goodness. That was just crazy. I was so certain I saw cards go flying. How did that happen? Alright. Shuffle them all now. Give them a quick shuffle. Alright. Oh. Alright, let's try getting a card for these cards again. So, what time is it? 7:07. Yeah. Getting later. Funny Cheyenne's not up yet. Alright. 7 of Swords and the Lovers. What are the 7 of Swords and the Lovers cards about here? Why did Mew pick these cards for how he currently feels towards Tulpacorn? Is he feeling that their love is a farce, that their love was an illusion, that he was deceived? Oh, there's a card. Letter. Contract. Contract. Agreement. Deceived with some kind of an agreement. Maybe the deception and a letter here. Maybe blackmail. Maybe blackmail is part of it. Yes. Can I get another card after all that? After all that messing around, please, can I just get one more card for this pairing? Because contract doesn't seem to be enough here. So, what else is about this private agreement or possible blackmail or some form of deception Mew feels regarding an agreement he had with Tulpacorn here, possibly about them being lovers in public or something like that. What's all this about, please? Give me another card, please, little deck. Give me another card, please, to clarify what this Seven of Swords, the Lover's card, and the contract is about. Bear. Protection. Something about protection. So if this is about, let's go back to the idea of Mew wants to protect Gulf. Now, I know some of you don't like that idea. Some of you think, stop bringing Gulf into this. But if Mew is doing everything he's doing with Tul to protect Gulf and his career, perhaps, if this was all planned and all like a cover story to stall time for him and Gulf, perhaps he's feeling that Tul has deceived him because there are real feelings involved on his part. And, that has led from one thing to another now. And, he's sort of been led up the garden path now because he's in a situation. He's between a rock and a hard place now with the public exposure and everything. And he's just feeling betrayed, maybe, because that's also what's on here, isn't it? Betrayed. He's feeling betrayed by Tul about this whole thing meaning to be for protecting his true love and relationship with Gulf, but it's become a lot more than that. And now, now that the chance has come for Tul to let go, to, for them to end it all, and Tul's refusing to let go, perhaps this is why Mew is feeling betrayed right now. Maybe. No, let me look up Bear and... No, I can't do it. Let me look up Bear and Letter here. It's not a combination I've had much, so let me just have a look. Bear and Letter. It was Letter Bear, wasn't it? Letter first. Letter Bear. Letter Bear. Communication about power. Communication about or to leader, documented benefits, communicating with your mother, displaying your power, financial news, invoice, important news, official financial or legal documents, contracts, stocks, bonds, or shares. Since mother is brought into this, communicating with your mother, I wonder if this is about Tul's mum being all in favour and, even as they claim, telling them that they were very compatible with their reading, and then now Mew, all this time later is starting to feel with his own intuition and possibly starting to pay attention to signs of the universe, etc., that they are not as compatible as he thought, which also came out in our last monthly reading, I believe. The incompatible card came out for both. Or maybe it's even about Mew's mum. Maybe he's been talking to his mum a lot about things going on with him and Tul, and his mum has sort of been making things clearer for him that, well, why do you think you're having trouble? Because you're not with the right person. Just to say it bluntly. Maybe it's that. Or maybe because we do say there could be a woman behind everything, behind this engagement, behind keeping MewGulf apart, behind, the business merge, etc. If that happens to be a mother figure, maybe it's that. Maybe it's that Mew is feeling betrayed by Tool because he was in on it with possibly his mother about, doing all this stuff just for business, and maybe that's why the wedding is being postponed 2 years. Because maybe, this is a far-fetched thought, but maybe Mew does want to get married, but they're putting it off because they're not happy with the outcome. The people who did this for business matters and everything, they're not happy with the outcome because a lot of fans have been lost. A lot of money has been lost in the process. Perhaps they're not happy with, the result. And they think, they're thinking again if they're willing to commit to this for life, if they're going to, get married. Perhaps they're sitting down with Tool and having a talk and being like, are you sure you want to do this? Because it doesn't look like you're going to have an easy financial life if you do go through with this marriage. Maybe it's something like that. Kind of put a different spin on the idea of the love as being an illusion, but it's still the same thing. It just puts a different perspective on it of who could be calling the shots about putting this postponement on in the first place. But definitely, Seven of Swords with the Lovers card is saying it's a farce. It's an illusion. It's not true. It's a deception. They are not lovers at all. All right, I suppose that will do for Mew. Let me get a screenshot. And I will do the same for the other side. What else is being said there? Maybe Mew needed to talk again about postponing the wedding to give explanations because people questioned it. But I think nobody is betting on it anymore, especially since the media is beginning to realize that there will be no wedding. Mew made things worse by saying it was just a piece of paper, considering the legalization of marriage in Thailand. Did he say that, did he? Did he say it was just a piece of paper? Wow. Well, that's very backwards for a pride couple, isn't it? Yeah, I had a bit of a interruption. I had a bit of an interruption. I had to manually connect. OBS didn't connect me automatically. I had to manually connect. So I'm live this time. But the first one was not live at all. Wasn't even connected on YouTube. I have to just upload that one. It's all this new system and everything. Anyway. All right.
For make, break, and past.
Tiny is not up yet.
Together and just put it all together in a pot and heat it up. What do you think?
It's up to you.
Is that potato?
Yes. I'm not particularly hungry, but it's up to you.
And there's veggies. And there's still some cigana. What's in that other packet there?
What other packet?
Is that a meal? Is that a full meal?
What? No, I think it's just leftovers.
What?
Pretty sure it's just leftovers. Yeah.
More veggies.
More veggies. That's what it is. A lot of leftovers.
What?
A lot of leftovers.
That's what I'm saying. I think we should just knock it all up up together with a bit of butter and see for darts.
Go on then.
Glenn,
Go on then, do that.
you whistle again me.
Yes, I'm with you. Go on,
And
do
there's
that.
beans, look.
Okay.
We've got everything here.
I know, I told you the fridge was full of stuff for a change. Alright. Now, let's do tool side now. Just to be fair. So, how is Tulpacorn currently feeling towards Mew Supersit? Please into it. In this month of June, Pride Month, and after Mew made the announcement about the 2-year postponement of their marriage, if there's going to be a marriage, how is Tulpacorn currently feeling towards Mew Supersit right now? At least 3 cards to start with, please, into it. How is Tulpacorn currently feeling towards Mew Supersit? Was that a flip? Maybe not. How is Tulpacorn currently feeling towards... You saw those cards and I did too, but I can't remember. Well, that one we see. Queen of Coins is there. Was it this one? I think it might have been that one. If I'm wrong, I will look back at the video and tell you anyway. Alright, and one more, please. Okay. Alright. So, 3 cards. We have the Queen of Coins, the Moon, and the Lovers. Well, you know what this is already telling me? Queen of Coins, as I think I mentioned earlier, is Sagittarius, which points to golf. Moon, secret, like secret relationship or hidden. And Lovers. Lovers is here. So I think this is saying Tool is thinking that Mew is still secretly in love with golf. I think that's what it says. But let's see. Queen of Coins. Impeccable taste, business savvy, prosperous, organized, grounded, nurturing, detailed, caring, realist, classy, consummate hostess. It could be what Tool thinks of Mew as well, of course. But then Moon. Blocked intuition, subconscious, misconception, uncertainty, deception, ambiguity, instability, dreams, anxiety, illusion. Doesn't sound very positive for what he's thinking towards Mew there, does it? That's like... nurturing, detailed, caring, realist, classy, organized, grounded. He doesn't think he's all those things. In other words, with the Moon, he thinks he's blocked intuition. He doesn't clearly know what he wants. Instability there, as it says, dreams, anxiety, illusion, and then Love is here. So it could even be just Tool sort of waking up to the idea that him and Mew are an illusion. It could also be that. Or if this is still golf, it could be Tool thinking that Mew's idea of being with golf is an illusion, or is, his instability, or a misconception, uncertain, something like that as well. We definitely need more cards. Aquarius, we don't need Aquarius though. We'll try and get maybe 2 more cards at least into it tell me please what else these cards are about here. So if Queen of Coins is golf, and this is about Tull knowing that Mew is still secretly in love with golf, or secretly seeing golf. If, you know, it's not a secret that he's in love with golf, he's secretly seeing golf. Is that what these cards are talking about, or is it something else? Oh gosh, how many cards is that? Oh, it's a lot of cards. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8 cards. It's 8 cards, but for some reason I feel like I should take them. I mean, 8 is Tull's number, as well as MewGulf's number. And these cards, the picture they've painted, I feel like I need a lot of explanation for that. So let's do it. Let's do it. Because Mew's reading was so simple. Maybe we need a bit of more detailed reading for this live. So let's go. We have the Star, Knight of Swords, the Hangman, Queen of Swords, 8 of Swords, 3 of Swords. Wow, all these swords. Magician, and 5 of Coins. Okay. Wow. Hang on, maybe let me put the Star up here. It's a lot of cards, but I think well, maybe no, yeah, see, there's still one over. Yeah, I'll put it. Wow, okay. That's a lot of swords, though. Look at all those swords. And they're not the good swords, either. So, first of all, the Star. That's Mew. Without a doubt. That's Mew as the Aquarius Star. Then, Knight of Swords. Coming and going, talkative, impulsive, impatient, focused, daring, with witty, blunt. Also Aquarius. Hangman is Pisces, which is also Mew, but it's also linked to Sagittarius. And Queen of Swords, of course, is Tull, Libra, Virgo. 8 of Swords, 8 of Swords is Gemini, but it's like being trapped or victimizing, victim state of mind, negative thoughts. 3 of Swords is also Libra, as said before. Magician is like manifesting something or alchemizing pain into power, or wish come true even for some. Influence, inspired action, resourcefulness, intellect. And then 5 of Coins. 5 of Coins is being like left out in the cold, rejection, turmoil, financial ruin, loss, change, and breakup. So interesting array of cards there. So really that's not looking positive. In any sense, that is not looking positive for the currently engaged couple. Three of Swords is showing up again with the breakup idea. Eight of Swords, the idea that either Mew or Tull are feeling trapped. Hangman, having a new perspective on how they're feeling. Possibly having an awakening. Well, this could be Mew having a spiritual awakening and starting to feel more daring and witty about realigning his life, because he's having that moment of enlightenment in the Hangman position about Tull, Queen of Swords here, having him feeling trapped, and he wants to break free from that and break up, or release himself from that situation, and he manifests to or not manifests, but I think Tull wills it to happen, that he will be left behind, because a lot of people say Tull will play the victim. When it all happens, Tull will play the victim, and that's kind of what that looks like. He'll play the victim when the breakup happens, and will himself to be left behind, rejected, left in the cold, have financial ruin and loss to deal with, and break up. That's a lot of cards. I'm not even sure if I should go through them. Are you right there?
You forget to say hello to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Good morning, darling. How are you? You sleep well?
Yeah, but I cried when you were in there.
Why did you cry? You didn't used to cry. You got over your
She
cry.
woke up every day.
Yeah, but she used to do that all the time, but then she stopped. Will you do it again?
She yawned.
Want to be the star all the time, don't you? Alright, so
But I
let's go
am
through these
missing.
cards then. Starting with Queen of Coins.
Where's Queen of Coins?
Queen of Coins is right there.
Is there?
Queen of Coins, a
Is-
Sagittarius card.
Is the star on the coin?
It is. Nurturing, practical, providing financially, and a working parent. Providing financially and a working parent.
I can't see the same one.
Well, it's not exactly the same, but it's this one. It's a different deck, different card, but it's the same card. It's the same card, but in a different picture.
Is this a different the Queen with Coins?
Yes. Then we go for the moon.
Where's the moon?
We'll see it in a minute. There it is, the moon.
I loved that moon.
Moon. Illusion, mystery, dreams, intuition, fear, anxiety, subconscious, and premonitions.
That moon looks like a sun.
Does a bit, doesn't it? So the sun and the moon is sort of together there. You're right. And it's Pisces, which is Mew's Western sign.
Oh, yeah.
But there's also, do you see down here we have Scorpio in the water?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
It's not the Scorpio.
It is Scorpio there.
It's not a Scorpio. It's not the same one.
Well, it's not the same as that, but it is. It's a Scorpio.
Is it the same one?
No, it's a red one. Anyway,
Hey, there's a dog
we'll go the
there.
lovers now.
There's the dog there.
Well, we know what the lovers are. I won't bring that one up. You already saw that one earlier today. I won't bring that one up again because I can't bring it up without
dogs.
trouble.
There's dogs.
Yes, there are dogs. Maybe the two dogs is Mew and Tool, and Scorpio is Golf. Maybe.
Hey.
It's sort of like, if you look at it like that, the two dogs are sort of hiding or shading Scorpio from the moon.
The
about
Golf
that one.
turned into a Scorpio. And
Can you please stop shouting? You're too
They-
loud.
Hey.
The star also, I think we've seen enough of today. You know what the star is? Basically hope.
Did a Golf turn into a Scorpio?
No.
Or is he a dog?
No. I'll explain it to you later. The star. This card says contentment, spirituality, inspiration, altruistic, serenity, purpose, renewal, healing, hope, calm, and faith. Really, healing and hope is the biggest thing about the star.
Delicious.
Oh, I think you better go with Dad and have something to eat.
So you can have some of mine. Come on. Delicious.
Go on. Go on.
Come on.
I'm not hungry.
Jinian. Come on.
Come on, go with Dad. Go on.
Got some
I'm
nice
not
stuff.
hungry.
Go with Dad.
I'm
Go
not
on.
hungry.
Mummy wants to have her make break a past. Come on.
Not
Come on.
right now,
You
but
want a banana? Hey?
Yeah.
You want a
go
banana?
have a banana with Dad then. Go
Come
on.
then.
Go on.
I'm
It's a
not
banana.
doing the
What?
I'm not doing the
Don't go in there. Sit there. You want to sit there? What?
All right. It's getting a bit hectic here now, guys. Sorry. Knight of Swords. Let's go Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. Ambitious, action-oriented, driven to succeed, fast-thinking, defending beliefs. Also Aquarius card, as I mentioned. Hangman. Pause, surrender, letting go, new perspective, enlightenment, viewing things differently than before, deep insight, sacrifice, change, and release. So as I said, Mew is seeing things from a different perspective. He's a bit more daring now to trust in his destiny, perhaps, to take the leap of faith. He's not doing it, but he's got more gut in him to do it one day, we'll say. Queen of Swords. We've had Queen of Swords already, but I think it might have been in the other reading, so... Queen of Swords is a Virgo and Libra card. Unbiased judgment, independent, clear boundaries, direct communication, clear-minded and perceptive.
Hey, Mom, what's that thing for?
What thing?
Who is she?
She's the Queen of Swords. So that's really like Tool's card right there. It has to be talking about him there. Then we go Eight of Swords. I just want to get through all these cards so we can get to clarifications. Eight of Swords. Negative thoughts, self-imposed restriction, improvement, victim mentality. That was the thing I was looking for before. Victim mentality and entrapment.
Who's she tied up?
She's a woman who doesn't feel like she has a choice, but she's got a blindfold on, and that's why she feels that way. Gemini also being that card.
Does she look like she's really naughty?
No, she's not naughty.
Is she naughty because she's tied up?
No.
Or not?
No, she just feels tied up. She's actually not trapped, but she feels trapped.
Yeah.
Three of Swords. Three of Swords, as we saw before, the 3 swords through the heart, very painful, some sort of heartbreak, suffering, grief, emotional pain, sorrow, hurt, divorce, loss, depression.
Is the heart got some knives on?
The heart has 3 swords through it. And Magician then.
See, I've got more than you, darling.
Turn this back down to a small one. The Magician, action, creation, manifestation, power, self-confidence, clarity, willpower, skill and creativity.
Yawn.
So for willpower, as I said, willpower does have something happen. So I think Tool's going to have a victim mentality when the breakup happens, and he's going to have the willpower to see himself be rejected and left behind in the cold, and to possibly go through a bit of financial stress but come back out on the other side.
Just spare further.
And then 5 of Coins.
Oh, I love your bracelet.
Thank you.
What has it got on it?
Lots of stuff. Lots of MewGulf stuff. 5 of Coins, we have
What?
financial loss, lack of mindset, loss, isolation, worry, need, poverty, and insecurity. So like I said, left out in the cold, as this card sort of makes it look like. Loss, worry, poverty, insecurity, all those things will happen after the breakup.
Why
Okay.
will it happen?
Just will. That's what the cards say.
Hey, what is that different moon?
I don't know. There's the moon.
Yeah, but what color is it?
It's white. All right, now let's get some clarifiers
What
for
color
Tool.
is that woman?
Now I didn't get around to doing the oracle reading for MewGulf today, so that I'm not going to do the oracle reading for these two either. I just
Why?
didn't get around to it today. We've taken too long with doing the tarot readings. Anyway, Queen of Coins. What's this Queen of Coins about? And we get the moon.
Now this
So
moon-
definitely the Queen of Coins is in secret. Something about being in secret.
That's the moon and that's the moon.
That's right. Good girl.
Two of them.
All right, and what
are
about
the
this moon card? What's this moon card about, please? Lightseers.
What are two of those moons?
The moon is 9 of Swords.
What are two of those moons? Now two of those moons are gone.
They're still there, but
Now there's one moon.
all right, Cheyenne, I need you to stop talking, please, because I need to talk, okay? So 9 of Swords about the moon could be the nightmare for Tool regarding you is the hidden feelings or the hidden relationship or the hidden status he has with a possible Queen of Coins character over
Stop
here, which is
talking.
Sagittarius, which is Golf.
Stop shouting.
I'm not shouting.
You do shout.
All right, and then what about this Lover's card over here? Whoop, I got a card right there. The Lover's card, clarified by the 9 of Pentacles, Temperance, and the 8 of Pentacles.
No, don't hide the moon.
I'm not hiding it. So, 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is the single card, and is also Virgo. 8 of Pentacles is also Virgo, and Temperance is Sagittarius. So
It's supposed
the
to
Lover's
be
card
this
here,
way. It's supposed to be
9 of
this way.
Pentacles, the Virgo or Tool is single, but
It's
he's
supposed
balancing
to be
his
this way.
his single life with with the working on trying to not be single.
This
You sort of get
card
that.
supposed to be this way.
No, it's meant to be that way. It's fine.
No,
Let's look at them as we go, because otherwise I'm going to get mixed up. The moon, we don't really need to see the moon again. Let's just jump to the Nine of Pentacles here. Come on. Nine of Pentacles.
Oh.
Nine of Pentacles is a Virgo card.
Oh.
Fruits of labor, rewards, luxury, self-sufficiency, financial independence.
We haven't got it today yet.
No, we haven't. I haven't got to them yet. So,
What's at the back
Nine of
of these cards?
nothing, just this. Nine of Pentacles, it could either be Tull thinking about stepping out on his own 2 feet, again
This
after the breakup, as we put over here.
This
Or
one?
yes, that. Now put it down, please. Or it could be, if we go back to this being about the secret relationship between possibly MewGulf, this could be about him knowing, it's a secret. It's a secret that he is actually single, and it's a nightmare for him to sort of have this secret continue playing out, that he is single.
Stop shaking your necklace.
It's a secret because he's publicly known to be engaged, but in secret he's actually still single.
Stop shaking your bracelet,
Something
Mom.
like that.
Stop shaking your bracelet.
And then
No.
he's secretly still single, but he's balancing his work life with that of this whatever it is, this contract or this agreement he has with Mew.
I love that soccer ball.
He's trying to balance it out for the good of
I love that
whatever it be,
soccer
financial
ball
benefit,
for golf Scott.
possibly something
I love that soccer ball, that golf Scott.
His temperance. Where's temperance? Let's get temperance
I love that soccer ball at the golf
next.
Scott.
Yeah, okay. You like golf soccer ball. Okay. Temperament. Temperance.
And I like the ghost.
That's boo. Temperance. Balance, harmony, moderation, patience,
is
being
the
sensible,
ghost.
purpose, finding meaning.
And what is this fly?
And then Eight of Pentacles, as we
What's
mentioned
this
earlier, it's him
dragonfly?
continuing to work on.
Hey, what's this dragonfly?
It's a bee.
What is the
Eight of
bee's
Pentacles.
name? What
Boo
is-
bee. Bee is Mew and Boo is Boo is Mew and Bee is Golf.
Hey,
Kansas
what's
State.
this thing?
Can you
too?
please just go into with Dad? Can you go and see Dad?
But I want to see all the beautiful things.
This is why I have to do my readings before they get up. Diligence, passion, high standards, apprenticeship, mastery, skill development, repetitive tasks. I'm actually getting confused here now with this. I'm going to leave it for now, and I'll get a clarification card from the Lenormand deck later. That might help clear things up. We know what the star is, but give me a card for the star, please. Through all this, confusion and noise, please hear me out. Lightseers, can you please get me a card for the star? What did Tull pull the star for? Is this star representing Mew? Five of Swords, King of Swords, Page of Cups. Five of Swords is conflict. King of Swords, conflict with the King of Swords, which I believe is Mew from memory, and Page of Cups, because Mew is having intuitive thoughts that are against their agreements, something like that.
Authorities are awaiting more bird flu test results.
Oh, the things are
Five of
beautiful.
Swords.
Oh, the things are beautiful on
Yes,
your
thank you.
bracelet.
Five of Swords. The Aquarius card. Conflict, disagreements, competition, defeat, winning at all costs, sneakiness, bullies, theft, and abusive relationships. And King of Swords. Head over heart, discipline, truthful, honest, mental clarity, authority. Oh, that's not Mew actually. That's Gemini. Okay.
Who's Gemini the king?
Yeah, Gemini. Okay. Page of Cups.
Is Gemini the king? Is Gemini the king?
Sorta.
Can I really just...
Page of Cups. Creative opportunities, intuitive messages, curiosity, possibility, happy surprise, dreamer, sensitivity, and new love. Yeah, so this could be Tool thinking about Mew, having the conflict with Mew with a relationship with them. It's just not working. Possibly he's thinking back to someone else, like possibly a Gemini. He's possibly having intuitive thoughts that maybe he's meant to be with a Gemini. Or this could be about he knows that Mew is having intuitive thoughts that he shouldn't be with him. Right? And then Knight of Swords. Get a card for Knight of Swords, please, Lightseers. Thank you. For Knight of Swords, we've got Knight of Cups. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords was impatient, impulsive, daring, witty, focused. Yep. And then we get Knight of Cups. That means someone is becoming impatient to pursue a relationship with someone. That doesn't sound like someone who puts a marriage on hold for 2 years, does it? That sounds more like somebody is getting impatient to go back to another relationship.
I think I'm going to fall down in a minute.
Well, what are you doing?
Because I want to go in my toilet.
I'm not going to get peace otherwise, I might. Go on, sit down.
Alright. I have to sit down before some cards get on the floor.
Yeah, don't knock any cards over. Alright, and then what about Hangman, please?
How about
Lightseers.
How about after your rectangle cards?
Six of Wands.
How about after your rectangle cards, I can play my square cards?
Maybe later.
Alright, but isn't it a sunny day to wash my hair today?
It is a sunny day, you're right. Six of Wands. Public recognition, victory, progress, and self-confidence.
Hey, who's she? Who's she?
Progress and self-confidence, I would say this Six of Wands is about. Progress and self-confidence in...
who's she?
That's Mew. Mew has found progress and self-confidence in having his hanged man moment. Starting to see things from a different perspective, starting to feel enlightenment, starting to wake up
Why is that him?
to the true situation, I think.
Why is it that him for?
And then what about the Queen of Swords, please? Lightseers, can you give me a card for Queen of Swords?
She's not
What's this Queen of Swords about? So Queen of Swords is really Tool's card. So what's Tool's part in all this?
You're going to drop one in a minute.
Oh, I hope so. What's Tool's part in all this? Why did Tool pull the Queen of Swords?
Whoa. It was
Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, Queen of Swords. That's Tool. That's Tool, and his role is he is going to be quick-witted, fair, direct, realistic, and sharp communication. So this again goes back to the idea I said earlier about Tool being the messenger, Tool being the one who's going to announce the breakup or is going to announce the truth somehow. May not be as, direct as that, but something. Tool's going to say or do something that is definitely going to bring clarity to the situation.
Now
All right,
then,
and then Eight of Swords. What's this
Oh.
Eight of Swords about, please? Is Tull going to play the victim
I'm
while
going
doing all this?
to pick it up when you do that.
All right, you
You-
go. What's this Eight of Swords card about, please, Lightseers? Why did Tull pull Eight of Swords, victim mentality, for how he currently feels about Mew Superset?
You get that mess. You get the card.